There's a curtain up on my window pane, and there's a star sign laying on a frame. Oh, how I miss the riverside and way your body held me tight, making love by the fireflies, and we dove in the water, just you and I opened the window and I removed the sun. I breathe in light, walk carefully, silencing my mind. Oh, how I miss the riverside and way your body held me tight, making love by the fireflies, and we dove in the water, just you and I. Oh, how I miss the riverside and the way your body held me tight, making love by the fireflies, and we dove in the water, just you and I. Oh, how I miss the riverside and the way your body held me tight, making love by the fireflies, and we dove in the water, just you and I, just you and I.
Yep.
Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another stream with me, your host, the Jack Reinhardt, and our two dear friends, Bapu91 and Dagon Caldron. Say hello, boys.
Yellow.
Apple in the house.
Yeah. So we just came out of doing a short stream with Papu91 for his final his final stream for now of Halo Infinite.
The Adventures of Master Chief.
Correct. And we were like, oh, let's just keep hanging out. So I decided to just boot up Oxygen Not Included because I can't use a controller right now. So I'm gonna play a mouse and keyboard game, and this is one of those that I actually really enjoy. So I thought it would be a fun experience for the people. And I don't know if anybody's checking on Twitch, if the volumes are alright. If not,
I did check just
You
now,
can check.
and they look good.
Yeah, we're good. I put myself a bit lower. I think we should all be on equal ground, possibly, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if anybody knows this game or not. I'll give you a little synopsis. So basically, you're part of a colony. You crash land into a hostile environment, and the objective is to survive and eventually leave. I have never been able to accomplish this, so that's not gonna happen. But also, this is a game that's been in
What's so pessimistic?
Well, because that's what I was gonna say. Like, I purchased this game when it was still pre-alpha, like when it was in development, pretty much. And since then, it's been updated up the fucking wazoo. Like it's developed so much. And I played a lot of it when it originally came out, so before all the updates, and there's still a lot of things that I haven't explored within the game that I'm not super comfortable with. So it's still very touch and go when I'm playing this game, so to say. But you guys will see. It's from Clay Entertainment, so it's from the same creators as Don't Starve, and you can see this by the aesthetic, kind of.
Oh. Okay.
But with colors.
But with colors. I
With
mean,
colors.
Don't Starve has colors as well. They're just a little bit more sepia,
Faded,
if you want.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, let's start this game. So let's go for a new game. We're gonna play survival mode, obviously. Okay, so you see, like now, for example, here is where I choose the environment. Originally, you didn't even have these choices. This is like the normal thing. And now you have all these extra places.
Oh, I don't remember seeing this last time you showed me this game.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's been... dude, there's been updates non-stop. Like, I think I got this game...
Over 6 months ago.
Such a good
Yeah.
concept.
I think I got this game, like 4 years ago? Or more? Like, originally? And I think I've played about 40 hours of the game, and most of those hours were played in the beginning. Not so much lately. So, yeah, there's a lot of...
a year ago.
Yeah. So there's a lot of additions and things. So, we're just gonna play the normal thing, because... Why... Because, obviously. Otherwise, I die instantly. I'm gonna die pretty early on, either way, so... You guys will see. You'll see. You'll see me die. So yeah, so survival game, colony management. It's really fun, it's very addictive, and... Yeah, everything's good until everything starts going to shit. Like, very fast.
Yep.
And...
Harold, Ren, and Camille. Okay.
So, basically here, you start your colony with 3 people, and you can re-roll the duplicants, because you play as duplicants.
Reminds me of RimWorld, and another game.
Yeah, sure.
Another friend of ours liked really much.
Yeah, it's kind of got that sort of vibe to some degree, yeah, I mean, pretty much. So, here, every duplicant has interests that you can develop then to make them become more proficient in them. They have traits, both positive and negative, that affect the way they basically do things. So, like, this guy has diverse lungs, which means he consumes less air, which is good, because oxygen is pretty much what we're going to be struggling with during the game, unfortunately. Allergic reaction to flowers, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, anyway, they have traits. Then this part down here, which is also very important, is the stress reaction. Because at some point, our dudes are going to get fucking overstressed like crazy. And the thing I try to do is to have stress reactions that are not binge eating, because food gets scarce at some point. So that's not a good idea. But yeah, anyway, you can also come here on the reroll, scroll down, and just shuffle between different types of duplicants. So, like, builders, cookers, decorators, diggers, yada 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 yada. I'm gonna start the game. For me, a digger is important. We want someone who can do food, so a farmer is important. And we want someone who is either athletics or someone who is a builder. So let's go for that. Let's do this. Increased excavation, decreased cannot attack, farts frequently, destructive.
Farts frequently, is that a problem for like recirculation or something?
It is a problem, yes, 100%, and it creates more stress for other people. Now, these guys have a stress reaction that is destructive. We do not want this, because if they get stressed, they start destroying all our machines, and so we don't want that. Building and supplying. This is good. This is good. Binge eater. I can live with that. This is very good excavation, but I don't want a destructive character. So this one is doctoring as well. Okay, I can. Wait, let me roll one more time. Okay. You stupid destructive people. Okay, let's go with these guys, and we'll name our colony. Despair is a coming. Alright. Because I pressed M. Sorry,
Oh,
everybody.
really?
I muted ourselves, but yes, all I did was read
Oh,
what was happening. So that's it. You guys had the time to
man.
read.
But initially, we had the voices on.
Yeah, we did. It's because when I was typing in the name,
Press.
basically.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the game. This is my little colony. This is what you can see for now. Okay, I'm gonna pause so I can move around without too many issues.
Mhm.
So, what you want to do is you want to dig around for materials and start building a base, a colony.
Mhm.
Now, I've never even seen these things, so I'm assuming that there's already pre-made colonies some places, most
Oh.
likely. And every time you hover over something, it gives you information on it. So, sandstone,
Let's go on an
sand,
adventure.
exactly. And then you have all the overlays, so oxygen, power, temperature, materials,
Oh, god
light,
damn. Okay.
yeah, plumbing, ventilation, decor, germs, which is very important. We want to steer away from germs. Like this area is covered with
Very
polluted
true.
water. Let's just start doing things. Let's start digging out our place. All right.
Man. All right.
Let's dig out some
What
shit
do you feel
here.
is the most important thing to do and also to plan for in the beginning?
So the most important things you want to get going straight away is plumbing, oxygen, and food. Those are the most important things. Like 100%, you
Using
need those
water
things.
for oxygen.
You can use what you could. I don't know if you still can with the updates, but before you could make certain devices that would run on water to create oxygen. Most of the instruments I know now that run on oxygen are algae based. So you have to find algae, like right here, and you can convert it into oxygen. You also have
Oh.
these oxalites, which produce natural oxygen, but they are relatively rare to come by. So let's start
And the
building stuff.
algae, is it are they finite or can you have an algae farm so you don't have to worry about it ever again?
You can eventually create such a thing. I myself don't remember exactly how you do that because I haven't played this shit in ages. But you could do that, 100%.
Hmm.
Okay, let me start doing shit. So I'm building
Hmm.
tiles underneath. I'm just isolating the area pretty much. How many? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 whatever. Let's build fucking. Oh, another thing you need to build straight away is beds so that they can sleep. Pretty much.
If they don't sleep, they go insane.
Yeah, the
Or they get
stress starts rising like fucking crazy. Whee! Up. Cancel that. Cancel that. Whoops. Cancel that. So we're gonna have to get to the water down there as well. That will be very important. What else can we do? Put more tiles here. Whee! And now we're gonna put some fucking toilets right here, some outhouses, because in the beginning you don't actually have toilets, you have outhouses.
Mhm.
We're gonna get to this water area here by creating some ladders. Whee! Like that. We're gonna make a little plumbing area here, a pitcher pump. There we go.
So you can just stack the amount of things they do, the amount of tasks, and they'll just prioritize
You can prioritize yourself by coming here and prioritizing what you want with different levels, basically. And they'll go do that first.
Okay.
But yes, they will just do their own thing unless you give them specific orders, pretty much. And that's
cool.
kind of how... Oops. That's kind of how we... Whee! I'm making this very big, this area. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Cancel that shit out. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the toilets here. We're gonna make a little area, a little sleeping area right under it. If I have enough materials, I don't think I do. Doesn't let me. Must be built on unoccupied space. What are you talking about? That's
those are objects there. Maybe.
That's fine. We'll clear it out. No worries. There we go. Simples. So I'm gonna prioritize the bathrooms here because we need the bathrooms. And we need beds. We need beds fast.
How do you get more people?
They come every once in a while. They just appear out of the portal here, basically.
You don't make it the babies.
I don't make it the babies. The babies, they come on their own.
All right.
Yes, correct. So another tile here. I like symmetry in this game. I'm gonna try to make everything as symmetrical as possible.
Sure.
Because
I can dig that.
Babies, they come on their own, and if you come on your own, you can't have babies.
You fucking idiot. Love it. Love it. Love it. We should prioritize getting the water as well, actually.
Praise the Lord for your beautiful brain.
Praise it. Praise it deeply. We're gonna prioritize this area here. We're gonna prioritize all of this. This is all important. And
sounds good.
We're gonna put some cots for them to sleep because they need their sleeperoo. There we go. Prioritize that to 9. There we go. And yeah, just let them do their job. Chill for now.
We got someone on the
Tell
chat.
them to go to sleep.
I only realized it now. Sorry, I was distracted. Brainless Society says algae distillery using slime.
Algae distillery using slime. Damn, son. Right.
Thanks for the tip.
Yes. Isn't that... Do they still have puffs in this game? Or is that not a thing anymore? Puffs were animals that would create endless slime. And by doing that, you could use them on the distillery to create infinite algae, pretty much. You're pretty much set.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Nice. All right, gotta find some of that. Oh man, I haven't played this game in too long. Jesus. I'm not good at this. But yeah, let's move forward a bit in time. Another thing we want to put here is a wash basin because we want them to wash their hands.
Trapped by the way.
Trapped by the way. Who's trapped? Oh, hey. Gotcha. See it. They're always getting trapped, these little fuckers, man. It's fine. It's fine. We're all gonna die anyway at some point. It's gonna happen. Okay, let me just see. We want some metal up here. That's important.
Not that one. Apparently another one.
Bathroom?
Yeah.
How are you trapped, bro? What's your problem? Oh, right. Okay, gotcha. Fair enough. Gotcha. Could you build that? Could you build your way out, bro? Could you do that? There you go. Thanks, bro. Oh, great. Now she
there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, now she just fell asleep there.
If you... Oh. Okay.
Everybody just fell asleep where they are because obviously I didn't do this correctly, so... It's fine. It's just one night. It's not a problem. I never said I was good at...
on the floor.
I never said I was good at this game, so... Here we go. Attack all these douchebags. There we go. Perfect.
What are those critters?
These critters, they're hatches, and they consume the resources that are around at night, basically. Also, as far as I remember, you can farm them at some point and they drop coal, or they create coal, or something like so. Again, I haven't played this game in too long. I don't necessarily remember all the ins and outs of that shit. But
Oh, they
something
have
like
frowny
that.
faces now. They're not happy.
Bro, listen, they're gonna die. Of course they're not happy.
What do you mean they're gonna die?
Bro,
Why
listen.
would they
I'm
die?
playing this game. They're gonna die. Like, I can't survive for shit. I'm trying my
Okay,
best.
so if you never survived all the way through,
Uh-huh.
what is the most common way to have everybody die to not make it?
High stress levels, and eventually everybody
High
gets
stress
super
levels,
distracted. Yeah. And running out of oxygen,
And then it's
literally.
everything.
So
Pretty much.
apparently
Well,
those are awesome to ranch, and brainless society's bases survive only on them. It never farms.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, somebody's already. Why aren't you going to the bathroom? Why are you pissing? There's a bathroom right there, bruh. Oh, god damn it.
Somebody in the way.
God damn it. You
Children.
idiots.
Working with children.
Seriously, bro. Like, why? Why would you not go take a piss? This one's out of order, but... oh, they're waiting for dirt. But yeah, you could just give it some dirt, bro. Okay. Well, I might try that thing that Brainless is saying at some point, but right now I'm gonna use the only way I know how to play for now, which is by farming. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, because I don't really know the ins and outs so well of this. Okay. I gotta think. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's create... This is optimal place here. I could create some farming area here. This is good. No.
I have a question.
Tell me.
We're on survival, right?
Correct.
Which means you're going to play this until you die. So you will die no matter what.
Yeah,
Like, you will lose the game. It's just a matter of seeing how long you can hold.
absolutely.
Infinitely. It could last 5 minutes, it could last 5 years, right?
Correct. Yes. 100%.
Okay. Understood.
Is there not an end game to this? Is it like
I
similar to
believe-
RimWorld?
I believe
is it until
the-
you escape?
Yeah, I think the end game is going to the surface and blasting off, like, according
Okay.
to updates, because I told you, like, the game's been updated ad infinitum, so, like, I don't really know to what degree it's changed now.
Mhm.
Give me a second. That's how much? 10 by 4. That's 11 by 4. That's not good. Wait. 10 by 4, which means there's 11. That's 10 by 4, which means okay. So that's
Apparently, there are different end conditions that can be seen on the printing pod.
oh, intéressant.
All right.
Oh, I see. Holy Jesus. Okay.
God damn.
Wow. Okay, everything's changed. So, sent a duplicate on a one-way mission to further star map the home sweet home. Oh, this is just my...
Above that bottom, though.
Oh, these are achievements, though. This is not above the what?
check boxes.
The check boxes. What check boxes? These things.
I don't know.
Yeah, sent a duplicate. Cycle 2 out of... Okay. Build a great monument. Okay, so these are just... Okay, gotcha. And these are like small achievements, basically. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and that too.
That's a lot of things going on here. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh my lord. All right. By the way, Brainless, don't take it wrong. But I really suck at this game, so no judging, cause I'm gonna die very fast. Probably.
As this man's friend, I will say, please do judge.
Don't do it. Don't judge.
Please do judge.
Okay, you can judge.
Not only judge.
This is what we're here
and
for.
roast.
We are here for the
nice.
judging.
He don't judge.
He knows
Okay.
that.
We're
She,
live.
they.
We're in public.
Hey.
We're asking to be under scrutiny here. I think it's only fair.
You are correct. You are right. Okay, I need to build a research station because I need to get my farm up and running as well. So
Judging is only for family dinners. Yes.
nice.
It is the season, though. It
Tis
is
the
the
season.
season.
It is the season. No denying. Okay, ship. How many we got here?
Everybody's got that uncle, right?
Wow.
uh,
But yes, everybody does have that uncle.
Not that
Yeah.
uncle, it's that grandpa or that grandma.
Isn't that what
I don't
Christmas
know
is
if
all
this
about?
is
Getting pissed off at everyone.
too personal, but that uncle, he was kind of pissed because some family members of ours caught COVID, and my grandma was
Really?
trying to convince him to deliver Christmas food to their place. And he was, yeah, no, they were irresponsible enough to get COVID, so they don't
Wow.
get Christmas food. And everyone was
Wow.
like, come on, dude, don't be that way.
Dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
They were
bro?
irresponsible enough to get COVID.
Yeah.
That's like the type of that's like the type of person. I'm glad he doesn't have daughters. I don't know if he does, but I hope he does.
He's a grandpa now. He has 3 kids.
He's a grandpa.
My older
Damn.
cousins, they have children on their own.
Wow.
Jesus.
And I guess it's yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, you shouldn't, bro. There's no point.
I work with kids, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So now
that's
we're gonna put
a pity.
a generator here. We're gonna put a battery here. We're gonna put a computer here. We gotta get our research station going. Connect everything with some wire. Shooby-doop. There we go.
Yeah. It's your
And
fault you got sick.
Expanding the base.
yeah, we're gonna prioritize this area here. There we go. But yeah, Christmas time, bruv. Destroy your
Delightful.
families. Destroy your families, I tell you.
I feel like embarrassed or grossed out sometimes. Like, oh, we share DNA. Ew. Yeah.
Share DNA. Bruh, you can't help it. But I mean, you know, it's like we're always generally versions 2.0 of our predecessors. So I mean, dude, you know,
Or version 0.8 of their predecessor, but I see what you're trying to say.
you know what I mean. We're supposed to be the next
You
gen.
are.
We're supposed to
Understood.
be,
Yeah.
you know, more.
Better.
Well, I wouldn't say better per se, just more conscientious. Let's go with that.
Complex. Yeah. Sure.
Sure, bro. Sure.
Sure.
Okay, let's.
Also, we must need to say that this uncle person is usually older people usually, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the research area where you get all these things to research.
Oh damn!
Somebody,
Look at that research tree.
You give me
Okay.
shit for Halo Infinite because you can upgrade like 5 different things on a
Bruh.
suit.
Bruh, this
Master
is a
Chief,
management
now you
game.
got this insane skill.
This is
You
not
got
a
this insane skill.
This
tree.
isn't a skill tree. This is a management tree. There are differences. Okay, there are
Okay, sorry.
differences.
It's a research tree,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in Civ.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give you shit for Civ. I love Civ. You know that.
Yeah, Civ is great.
Yeah. So I mean, come on, don't be that guy. Why you gotta call me out like that, man? Shit, I do nothing to you.
I would be that guy.
Okay.
Lolo's voice is too pure to be heard, so I will voice mine.
Okay, I just realized that I have unbreathable areas there, so I'm gonna.
Oh.
But I need my.
Excuse
Hang on. Give me a second. Why do you have no battery going on? Where do I get the algae? Yeah, after I do farming, I can get the algae bullshit.
Lolo, you got an eye on the chat still?
Say again?
I think so.
Does Lolo have an eye on the chat? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it as well, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What's gonna happen to my beautiful colony? When are you all gonna die? I know it's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen. But
So
I
what's
know.
the plan? The
Oh.
middle area is for farming.
So
or
basically,
whatever?
I'm gonna make, yeah, middle area, I'm gonna make it for farming. I'm gonna make the
Uh-huh.
research station here because they're gonna emanate heat, and that could, you know, basically fuck up my farming. But I feel that, let me have a look at the heat overlay actually. But here we should be fine in this area. So
Your stream is on. We'll be right back.
oh,
Card.
sorry guys, my bad. I gotta get me a soundboard and a fucking thing of keys so I can not use my keyboard. This is the problem with playing on a computer, man. I have all my hotkeys set on my numbers and shit, and then if I do something in game, this happens. So yes, I'm gonna try to make this my farming area. It's gonna be my research area for now. It's gonna be the bathroom. This is gonna be where they sleep. Eventually, you want to create individual bedrooms for them, but I mean, we're just in the beginning, so this is what's gonna happen. Here, I'm still not sure. I might try to make it a mess hall, like a dining area, or maybe a storage. No, I'm gonna make the main area my storage area, basically. I'm gonna make this whole part with storage. Eventually, we want to get some lighting here so we can get the plants growing faster. There's a lot to do, a lot of things. So, we're gonna try to get things going. But yeah, when I started playing this game, there was like barely anything, and the research station was, there were like 6 things, 7 things. That was it. It was very uncomplicated, and you could still like play forever, like really long.
Do you feel that there's less waiting now between tasks compared to about a year ago?
Less
more
waiting?
to do, more to react to at the moment? Yeah. There's more to do and more to react?
Well, I mean, not so much from a year to now. Maybe from 2 years to now, yeah.
Apparently, you should see the DLC's research.
Dude,
tab.
I don't even want to try. I'm already like overwhelmed as it is with how this is. Like, you see my friend Afonso, he was just saying the whole thing about me complaining about upgrades and things in games. Like, I do enjoy this in management games, but I do get overwhelmed fast if there's too many things. So, yeah. Oh. You're a plant murderer. Fuck you, bro. That's not cool. You're good at doctoring, but you're unempathetic. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? How can you be a doctor, Stinky? Fuck you, man. Not cool.
With grades? Parents telling him to do something to earn money? So, psychopath?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like this, you see, this is the... How this is antagonistic and, like, paradoxical for me is, like, this interest, her interest is construction, but then she's building impaired. It's like, dude, come on. Guys, why are you doing this? I
love art. I suck at drawing.
Okay, I'm gonna get Nisbet just because she's a desk. Oh no, but she's destructive. Fuck it. Whatever. Why not? We're gonna die anyway. It's okay. It's all good. Let's survive for as long as we can.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Shit.
Brainless society. You might like something and be horrible at it.
True. Very true.
It happens. I like drawing, but I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, I like sex, but I'm terrible at it. Yep. JK. But
I am very good at it. I always come very fast.
Bruh. You're the best, man. You're a master. You're a master rank. You're on priority 9. You didn't get any sleep, but that's okay. You're new. You could sleep on the floor one day. It's alright, don't worry. So, let's keep digging for metal. I want some more metal, please. Metal, please. Okay, so are you guys close to researching the farm? Still far, Jesus, alright. You do you, Booze. You do your thing. Go around. Explore. So, boys, how's life going?
Responsibility. My life's good. I just got my food, man.
Oh, you just got your food. Nice, nice. What you eating?
Quesadilla, which is small. There's 4 slices of it, and 2 chicken skewers. I almost ordered 6, but then I thought better to eat again in 3 or 4 hours. Man.
Well, I guess that's a thing. Whip, whoop, whoop. Storage. Okay, maybe that's too much storage. I don't need that much storage. Let's take it easy. Let's put some storage here next to plants. Let's put some storages here. Storage.
I apologize for any noise you might hear.
I don't hear nothing. Okay, so we've researched already that. Farming is researched. Another thing we want now is we want to get already advanced research, because like that we can develop more things. Yay! So now that I have farming and I can get my algae terrariums, I can get some circulation of oxygen already going on, because we're gonna need some oxygen around.
Yeah, don't you need oxygen where they sleep as well?
Yeah, I put it there, bro. There's a little algae terrarium right there.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
It's all good, bro. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
That's how deep you want to sleep, I guess.
I mean, and noise. So on the storage units, for now, here I want foods. I want organics. No, I don't want organics. What am I saying? Seeds. Yeah, put seeds in there. And here you can have everything.
A little trick to make the research faster at the start, it's good to place the research stations by the printing pod due to the light bonus.
Oh. You smart, man. You smart.
That makes sense.
You smart. I'm dumb. I could do that.
This gentleman giving us advice, or this
Mhm.
lady giving us advice. How
Mhm.
many hours do you have? Tell us in the chat. How many hours in this game?
A gajillion, fifillion. This is a bad idea. Whatever. I need to make... I'm gonna make an outpost area right here, so I can
Just a
dispose
little,
of-
700 plus.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
Nice.
Damn.
Awesome, man.
Damn,
Much
son.
respect.
Seriously.
I don't think I have 700 hours in anything.
Oh yeah, for me, probably a couple of games.
Skyrim for you?
Skyrim.
Actually, Breath of the
Warframe.
Wild, I haven't reached 7. Yeah, but Skyrim definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't reached 700 in Breath of the Wild because Fire Emblem came out. Otherwise, you know.
I think that the only game I have... Well, not the only, but the game...
Wow.
Clash of Heroes,
5,500
probably.
hours in Dota 2. The damn.
Jesus!
This game, then Dota 2. Wow.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever played Dota. Is it like, what sort of thing is it?
Your team versus their team, 3 heroes or 4 or 5 on each team.
Is it
You
like...
have to destroy a
Okay.
tower.
Is it like LOL
And
type
that's
shit?
it. Yes, absolutely. Like League of Legends.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's Pepsi and Coke, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
League of Legends and Dota. I think Dota came out first. Then League of Legends kind of came out soon after and proved to be a better product.
Yeah, it's a
And-
defense
But
game.
it just keeps updating. And then Dota 2 came out.
Wasn't it the
and
mod
Dota
of
2
some
and
other
LoL
game
are,
at first? Dota 2?
Come again?
Dota, wasn't it a mod from another game initially?
I don't know how the game
So
initially
apparently
came about.
League of Legends is based on Dota. Dota
Yeah,
Makes
came
sense.
first.
it's a clone.
Mhm.
It's Pepsi and Coke, you know. But
War
then
of
Dota
Warcraft.
2
Thank you. That's
came-
what it was. Yeah. So
Yeah. So either Dota is a mod of
yeah,
Warcraft.
initially.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Initially, cool. So it's a bit like Counter-Strike was a modded version of the multiplayer of Half-Life type of thing.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the original Counter-Strike game was a mod of
Mhm.
Half-Life
Okay.
multiplayer, and then became its own thing.
Gaming history, folks.
Yay!
Tune in for
Gaming
next
101.
week's,
Tune
Actually,
in for
I'd say
next
in
week's
terms of
episode.
volume of games that came out and the impact culturally. Like we've been around for half of it,
Mhm.
you know. So
That is true.
yeah,
I do
sure,
miss the
all of a
old
sudden.
days of gaming. I am a retro gamer at heart. Always will be. But, you know. No, it's funny because, like, I know that the world evolves as in, like, you know, gaming-wise as well, and there's a lot of... Like, I was thinking that when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, actually. Like, I was thinking,
Mhm.
dude, I remember playing games and being amazed that I could move Mario on my NES left and right and stomp on Goombas. You know, I was
Mhm.
amazed at this. And now I look at Final Fantasy VII and I'm complaining that I have stuttering on my screen. You know, this is what we've gotten down to. It's like, dude, no,
The more
it's
you
There you
experience, the
go.
more jaded you become.
yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's really crazy.
Mm.
it's the same with food and a bunch of other stuff, I guess.
True,
Mm.
absolutely.
Oh, Brainless Society began on Atari.
Whoa!
Oh, damn, son. Damn, old school.
Wow.
OG. You began on the
OG.
thing that crashed the whole industry. Good man.
Did you play ET and
Well,
Pong?
I hope not.
Did you throw your ET copy in the desert like everybody else?
In the landfills.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
man.
funny because that event became. They were trying to do the same thing of the night when disco died, when people threw all those records in the stadium and lit them on fire,
Sure.
and disco stayed dead. Well, gaming didn't, and that
True.
just shows that, it became a very valuable, what do you call it, medium of entertainment for society. When disco
Okay.
can suck a dick. I mean, now it's cool. People have rollerblades and disco-themed
Oh, shit.
skating rinks.
Man. I mean, for me, I was originally my first console was an NES, and yeah, I mean, I grew up with that. I have played prior. I've played Atari, and I have a Spectrum as well. Like I have older consoles, but it's for me, it's kind of hard to jump back to those because it's still the playability is so different. Like it's really
The
not the
NES
same thing.
feels very, very old, while the SNES feels awesome for many of its
Dude.
games.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation not too long ago about the whole thing
Mhm.
of graphics
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
of the whole, you know, indie movement, so to say, and the whole coming back to 2D side scrollers, platformers, roguelites, and shit like that, JRPGs as well. I mean, obviously, it withstood the test of time. It really did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whilst, again, 3D consoles, older 3D consoles like the 64, just died
Mhm.
out. Like, it's.
Mhm.
PlayStation, Sega Saturn.
The aesthetics are just.
Mhm.
They're terrible. I mean, like.
Mhm.
I
A
love.
specific example would be Zelda: Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Like I love Ocarina of Time,
Oh,
but
same,
I
same.
feel like Link to the Past is much more accessible for nowadays zeitgeist than Ocarina
It
of Time.
feels like a really neat mobile game, actually, when you do play it on mobile. Um, it's very, very good. But I think that at the time, when we moved to 3D, it is true that gameplay-wise, so many doors opened. Aesthetically, it looks ugly, and now we do take the gameplay components of the 3D a lot for granted. But when the world was pretty much limited at 2D or basically a 2.5D, like on a board type of movement, or in a tunnel like Doom, when we actually moved to 3D, proper 3D, Mario 64 3D,
Mm-hmm.
I think it opened a lot of possibilities in terms of gameplay. And
100%.
the memory you have of the visuals, that your brain will fill out the rest of the colors, but the experience fundamentally changed in that sense. And I
Very
think
true.
that was what that generation had to offer.
Very true, very true. I mean, like,
But
I do think that a lot of, like, at the time of the 64, I obviously, most of the games were experimental. Like, you see the games and you're like, I see where you were going. I understand what you were doing, but you really did not succeed in doing this. Whilst there's some
Yeah.
3D games, though, like, I mean, I'm still. I look at Saturn and I do love some of the 3D games from Saturn. Like, not all of them,
Okay.
but Panzer Dragoon is a timeless classic. I know it hasn't aged as well. Yeah, bro, you do you, man.
Breakfast required. Lurk mode on.
Get your Frühstück on, bruv. I can dig it. Delightful. But like, whatchamacallit? But like, you look at Panzer Dragoon, and yes, it had remakes, and they're good as well. Uh, but I look at Knights, for example. Knights, it's still very playable, or other Saturn games that are 3D.
What's that? Nice.
Knights is kind of like it's sort of like a platformer, so to say. It's yeah, it's just a very unique game in its playability and maneuverability. It's one of the
Uh-huh.
great classics of the Saturn. And yes, it's maybe it hasn't aged as well as other games, and most 3D haven't, but I can still play those games. Same as like I still play every year Star Fox for the 64 because I feel like that game
Nice.
has aged really, really well. Like
It
personally,
has.
I'm not saying that it's the
Ooh, good
best.
exception of 3D game that is still pretty neat. That's true.
Say again? I didn't understand.
It's a good exception of a 3D game of that time that still actually plays and looks pretty
Yeah, exactly.
good. I don't think you have to, try to put yourself in a mood as much as you would if you were playing Crash Bandicoot or Spyro or
Mm.
Croc. I think with Star Fox, the graphics and the blockiness and the polygons, they wash off immediately because the gameplay experience is so demands your concentration and your focus
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a way that other games of that generation don't. Um,
Mm.
and it's still pretty good. Uh, that's true. Like you forget about the graphics pretty quick.
Yeah.
Even when you are watching someone play it, you forget about it pretty quick.
And it's funny because Star Fox for the SNES is actually considered the superior game, generally, for some reason. Because it is the first time you're kind of seeing the 3D graphics being used. They had the whole, what was it called? They had a name for the chip that was on the SNES that was very unused, but that had the capability of doing 3D. And the first time you see that is kind of in Star Fox for the SNES. But that game has not aged well. That is literally polygons on the screen, and I can't play that game at all. It's really like invasive, so invasive, and for me, like the SNES, even though it had the capability for 3D, same as the, I mean, the PlayStation also, like, I'm thinking of 3D games for the PlayStation that I can still
Not
play now.
immediately, a bit later. Yeah.
I think in the earlier ages of 3D, most 3D games that are still playable for today's standards are games that could have been also 2D, like Star Fox or Tekken. Those are, for example, two games you
Sure.
could still play, and they don't really require to be 3D, but being 3D just adds a little bit more to it.
Absolute.
Hmm. But yes.
Very true, very true.
It's too bad that a lot of those games that opened the door for what came later, in terms of potential and sharing certain ideas in terms of gameplay and what could be done and opening the doors for different challenges of ways of looking at the execution of those challenges in gaming. They're not like we recognize them for how good how well they open the doors and pave the way,
Hmm.
but then we can't enjoy them as much anymore as a playing experience because of what happened next.
Hmm.
How do you
And
mean?
I find that
Ah.
with well, I mean in a way that two extreme examples, all right? If you want to hear some type of music which is kind of fast paced and has a groove and wants to, you know, either make you dance or jump off the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jazz from the 30s is still just as enjoyable in terms of groove and enjoyment and all that as is drum and bass from 2008, you know?
Right.
Like the level of enjoyment you can have to feel the essence of the thing and enjoy it is just as good. And with gaming, you're not gonna get the same feel from Bowser's Fury compared to the first Crash Bandicoot that came out. You know,
Right. Gotcha.
that's what I mean. It's unfortunate that games have that that barrier a little bit.
I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
we get spoiled.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yeah.
And sorry to compare Crash to Bowser's Fury, but okay, let's say then Bowser's Fury compared to Super Mario Brothers 3, you know, or even Mario 64. Some people find Mario 64 not appealing and not very playable.
I'm one of those
To
people.
this day,
I know.
Yeah, it's funny. I found it very interesting. Yeah, because to me it still holds up.
It holds up.
Mhm.
Maybe because when I played it as a
Yeah.
kid, I thought it was great, and I still think it's great. But is it because you have played the new Mario's and you're like, why would I play this old ass Mario when I can play a much better and
It's
refined
just,
version?
exactly. Also that. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense.
What about in an exercise of things that you love to play? What about Zelda
Mhm.
Ocarina of Time on a 64 or
Mhm,
emulator? Up
mhm.
to you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about playing that game?
Ocarina of Time, I've never played it. I've never owned a 64 during that time. Ocarina of Time, I actually played much later, like just a couple of years ago, like in 2013, was it, or 2014?
Yeah, around that time.
Around that time. And I still enjoyed it a lot. I was
The
like,
story, like how come you were able to
everything, the concept, like
tolerate all that stuff on Zelda but not on Mario? Because they're from the same generation.
I'm not really able to pinpoint it, but yeah, the clunkiness
feeling?
of the time, I can somewhat tolerate.
Tolerate.
Thank you on Ocarina of Time, but I'm unable to do the same for Mario 64.
Yeah, because Ocarina of Time has a different, the story itself and stuff is gripping in a different way as well. Mario doesn't really have a story. You're dropped into a castle, you gotta go into painting, save Princess Peach. I mean, it's same old, same old. Ocarina of Time has a lot of lore, and it delivers within, within the restraints of the graphical capacity. It still works really well. I mean, I'm gonna do in 2023, not 2022, but I'm gonna do a 25-year Ocarina of Time stream because I really want to replay that game. And so, well, I might do it earlier actually,
I never
but
finished it.
it's great. It used to be that kind of game that I would speed run, but I haven't played it in so long that I'm actually not so like I don't know that I would remember the order in which to do things anymore. Honestly. But yeah, I would love to redo a stream of it because it's just a great game. I mean, definitely
its issues.
Yeah,
sure,
of course.
But yeah,
of course it does. But it is amazing. Like it is.
The water temple, not necessarily the temple itself, but the fact that you want to switch.
Sorry, I had to say.
You need to switch between the iron boots to go down and take them off to go up, and you have to go through the menu 100,000 of times just to do that.
Oh,
That's
dude.
to a misdemeanor. I played that game on emulator, right? And with a controller, obviously. And there are certain sections of the Zelda game, like there's nothing worse than an N64 controller that you have to adapt to an Xbox or a modern controller.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, just the yellow buttons, the fact that you have to use the right analog stick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the thing is, it's the combination of the controls that's a problem. It's not so much the layout; it's the one that they ask you to use. You know what I mean?
I don't
have a
remember
similar
having
issue
that
with
problem.
GameCube as
Maybe.
Yeah, in what way do you mean? Like, I'm not understanding exactly how you mean that.
What I'm trying to say is, for example, the little arrows, right? The yellow arrows.
Yeah.
It's easy. I just make them be the D-pad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The stuff that was before the D-pad becomes what? Okay, one of the joysticks maybe because you don't use it that much, and then the joystick, will become maybe another joystick on our controller. No problem so far. The problem comes in is because the colors are inverted and you have the wrong reflexes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? like the A and B buttons and X and Y and all those things, and also the triggers. And then you have the 2 triggers on top, but then you also have the Z button. So which one do you? And when you have to react quickly, and you see stuff on the screen, it can be a little bit how can you say? Not disheartening, not frustrating, but you
Daunting?
stumble a lot.
It can be a bit daunting, like,
Yes,
as in, like,
especially when you need good timing on certain sections. For example, the water temple, or
fuck the water
I
temple.
remember scenes where you have to like shoot using your bow and then move quick to jump somewhere else. I found that using the stupid flute was a bit of a challenge, but then it turns out that I was being the dumb one. It's pretty easy to use that stupid flute. And yeah, just a few things like that. I would never. There's some other games that I wouldn't play, but the controller I found it challenging. It's easier to play on keyboard almost, if you set up your own keys, because on keyboard you don't have the same reflexes. I mean, I don't, as I do for the controller.
Sure. Gotcha.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Gotcha. It's funny though that you say that you would
Reflex-wise.
put the yellow buttons on the D-pad. Like for me, the yellow buttons are inherently the right joystick. Inherently.
Like,
Cause
it's easy to see when they tell you to go up, down, left, or right. You know what I mean?
yeah. I see what you mean.
So it makes more sense, like, to assimilate the what do you call it? The type of button that it is or shows.
Sure. Sure. Gotcha.
But it was still absolutely a joy to play. Overall, I think I stopped playing it because I moved, and after moving, I got my Xbox back or something, because it was a period where I was emulating a lot. I only had a computer to play on that could barely run contemporary games, so I just played on emulator. I couldn't even run the emulator for the GameCube, only the PS1, N64, and backwards. So I played
Right.
N64, PlayStation, and NES a lot.
Well, you got so
And
many
this
good titles
Ocarina of Time
anyway.
was great. So many good titles. I didn't get tired of it at all.
I mean, like,
In fact, I had so many good titles that I did the buffet thing. I almost didn't finish any game, but I played like
Nice.
7, 8, 9, 10 hours of so many games.
right, I get you.
So many games. Easily 50 games.
You-
Easily 50 games. I
You
tried.
also played like you played Valkyrie Profile at that time, didn't you?
Yeah, that was one of the games that I played the most, actually, or at least that I got the most into.
Oh,
And I thought
such a good game.
I started playing something else because I thought maybe there's more like this in other games. But after I finished playing all those 50, 60 games, 10 off the top of my head that I can remember were very good. Out of those 10, there's maybe 3 which are super excellent, A+ grade, even with today's standards. And for me, Valkyrie Profile was one of those games.
Right.
Is Valkyrie
yeah.
Profile considered underrated?
It's considered not underrated, but undermentioned and underappreciated because a lot of people didn't actually play it. You know, a lot of people played a Vagrant Story, for example. I think it was the name of that RPG.
Don't
And
know
I
that.
found that Valkyrie Profile is far superior to Vagrant Story. So it's just
Oh,
one of those
okay.
things where it didn't get. It's like Titanfall 2, you know, for shooters. Now it is recognized as a very good shooter, but at the time it came out, and the people who did play it say, "Dude, this is hands down top 3, top 2 best shooters of the generation." But most people
Wait,
didn't
what are we
play
talking
it
about
because
now?
they
I'm confused.
were. Now I'm talking about Titanfall 2.
Okay.
Titanfall 2 is one of the greatest shooters of the last 10 years, right? 15 years even.
Sure.
But because most people didn't play it and played Call of Duty instead or whatever, it doesn't get mentioned enough, except for the people who really, or not the hardcores, but the more, fans that are a bit more involved or informed. And I think Valkyrie Profile has had that effect as well. Maybe it came out at the time, sandwiched between 2 other titles that were a bit more of a bigger deal, but it's an excellent game that not enough people have played. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen it mentioned on gaming lists, on videos, with text articles, usually yes. but you gotta have to be a bit of an RPG nerd to go fetch that. When I think that you shouldn't have to be an RPG nerd to go check out Valkyrie Profile. When I played it for the first time, I was like, "How did I not know about this game?"
Yeah.
I found out about it by reading one of those like super long lists by text that say top 100 best PS1 games, right? And Valkyrie Profile was there. I don't remember the ranking, but I remember that it looked very cool for a PS1 game, and the story was decent.
Hmm.
I checked a little playthrough on YouTube, which didn't have many views, like very few actually. And it was so good. I thought to myself, how is this not how is this not right next to Final Fantasy games? You know?
Well,
How is this not in the same conversation as Chrono Trigger
I
and all
can
those
tell you
things?
straight
Because
up
it's so good.
why, especially for us as Europeans, like because it was never released in Europe. There's no PAL version of it. Same thing as Chrono Trigger. A lot of people here did not get to experience that game or Earthbound because there were no European releases. You know, so you couldn't
At the
play
time
those
where
games.
you had to import those games.
Yeah.
Also
And
pre-wide use of the internet.
yeah, and you did have like the SNES adapter to play the American versions of games, for example, but it was rare that you would, in fact, acquire those games. It was not a common thing, you know. It's not there was not the availability that there is nowadays of ordering things or getting it like that. It's just so different, you know. Like
I remember some video game shops would have like a case with imports, and they
yeah,
were super expensive.
of course,
Especially new. Like I remember as a kid, I saw, how come this game costs as much as the PlayStation? Like how come, like price wise,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
the
I
same
get you.
price because it's a newly, it was a new game that came from Japan, from a rare game. Blah 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 blah. I don't remember the stuff the guy told me. I just remember being shocked at the price. But we're talking. You're making a good point there. I mean, this is during the same era as when we bought cassettes, and by cassette I mean VHS,
Sure.
in France, and you put them in a freaking VCR from Portugal or Belgium, and it comes out black and white because it's not produced the same way in that country. You know, like
Yeah.
even
Yeah, same as
technology
being
that was
region
used
locked,
by
right?
everybody at
Region
the
1,
time.
2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
region locked.
Region locked
Exactly.
bullshit.
It was region locked. The technology was different. Like everything is so much more homogenized right now. Advantages, disadvantages, but
Absolutely.
you know, at least we're talking about Valkyrie Profile. Yeah. Lolo, did you go and play it yet? I know we've talked about it extensively, and
I haven't. No, I've
Um,
only watched Jack play
okay,
a couple of years
okay.
ago.
A good mix of game
Yeah, yeah,
styles, in my opinion.
definitely. Hmm.
Yeah. It's amazing. I don't think I ever actually finished the game because it always also because
Wow.
it's one of those games you have to do more than one playthrough because there are so many different endings and so many different ways to finish it. So it was a little bit too again daunting for me because I was again when you're playing a lot of games at the same time and even though you enjoy a game a lot, you still want to kind of diversify. And those are the kind of games you really need to invest your time in. Like otherwise
Right.
it's not going to work.
Not just invest the time, but invest the will and the concentration and the focus. This is from a time where you didn't have Game Pass. You had whatever games you have at home where you can borrow from your friends or you can rent from the
Sure.
shop. And then there's these games which are super, super long, quote unquote, super long, even though they were pretty linear, that you're supposed to be invested for 2, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Um, and it is kid friendly, but I don't think Valkyrie Profile is for kids
Oh, it's not a kid game, bro. 100% not.
at all. This at a time where many people still considered video game consoles as toys.
Hmm.
Um,
Which already
the
there
90s.
weren't at this time. But it's like if you look back to the age
Yeah.
of cartoons, I mean, cartoons were originally not for kids. They were meant as entertainment for adults. You know, it slowly transitioned into becoming something for kids. It got dumbed down and it became, you know, something that kids liked because of the visuals. But it was inherently an adult thing. If you look back at early Disney shit, I mean, look at all the fucking cigars they're smoking and all the inherent references and innuendos to sex and things like that. It's not
Kids were
for
smoking
kids.
too at that time. So
Yeah, come on, bro. You know what I mean.
selling newspaper, working in factories.
Dude, I've watched Who
Was the
Framed
end
Roger
of it,
Rabbit.
but
I can
yeah.
dig it. It's all. I know what you're saying. I get you. Oh, this needs to be clean, guys. Come on, clean the fucking toilets, bros. Without toilets, we have issues. So please clean them. See, I'm developing my base slowly but surely. Like,
Yeah.
we're
I think you're
okay.
doing great.
We're okay for
You're not
food.
too worried.
I'm trying to slowly develop my research so I can get mesh tiles which permit gas to flow through the different areas. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use these areas that have water, and I'm gonna create electrolyzers that convert water into oxygen, and I'm gonna transfer all of them through the aired systems, so I got basically oxygen flowing through everywhere smoothly. That's kind of what I'm prioritizing right now. But again, this game, dude, why are you pissing all over the floor? Don't do that. Don't do that. Are you guys cleaning the toilets? Guys, I know it sucks. I know, Ruby,
I
Nisbet.
had to say that to an adult
Oh,
man
dude,
one time.
and look, the guy just pissed on them, literally. Dude, fuck's sake. For me, it's 5 years in uni. I just realized that I muted us again. Fuck's sake.
You did?
I
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Was
For
it
how
for very
long?
long?
I don't know if it was for very long. No, I hope not.
Okay, let me check the sound again. Okay, we're back on it.
Yeah,
seems.
I know we're
The
on
sound,
now,
we're back.
but
Oh yeah, no, we don't have sound. Oh no, for how long?
Oh, Grim Andy says at least 5 minutes.
At least 5 minutes.
sorry.
Sorry. Andy is like, and my piece is gone.
So profesh.
Bruh, listen,
Super professional.
listen. Nobody said we
listen,
were doing
I
this for a living. We're just doing this for a passing of time. So, trying to live our best life. All right.
At least 5 minutes. At least.
Oh shit, dude. Decontamination. Ooh, filters carbon dioxide from air. Oh my god, there are so many things that I know nothing about. Jesus! I might need some light at some point, so I'm gonna develop lighting. Here we go.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some more coffee. I'll mute my mic so it doesn't make too much noise. And I'll be right back. Estás a pensar em fazer isto mais quanto tempo?
I don't know. I mean, maybe 20 more minutes of this.
Ok, daí.
Yeah.
Então volto já. Até já.
Yeah, Andy, this is not low effort. I don't know how Jack is managing to keep up a conversation that we've had so far and do all of this very well. Last time I saw him play, he died not fairly quick, but it was much more of a struggle from the start. I think now you're doing this pretty well.
I'm, and it's funny because I'm doing a lot of things at the same time. I'm looking at OBS on one screen, looking at the game on the other, looking at my phone on the other end. Like I'm multitasking, bro. I'm growing. I'm 100% growing, doing things, being a man. That's what it's all about. All right, let me create some more CODs because I know some people are gonna be coming along. Okay, now I have the mesh tiles, so now I can make gas thermulate better. I apologize if I am not talking at the moment. I'm just answering some messages very quickly, but my guys they'll be doing them. I'm gonna put them doing them a little bit slower, so in case there's some disaster that I'm not aware of.
You can always pause it real quick.
No pause.
No
pause.
No pause. No rest. To work. Ant colony. It does look very much like an ant colony.
It
Are
is.
there like ant colony simulators like that where it would be funny to have a game where you basically run an ant colony. It would look like this, obviously, but with the aesthetic of ants, I think.
I 100%
Either a
believe there would
terrarium-
be this. 100%.
Yeah,
For sure.
like a terrarium simulator,
With all
But
the
then also an ant colony game,
talk
like
to,
two different types. right?
Now that you mentioned the Ant Colony Simulator, have we ever talked about the topic of how many fucking simulator games have been released in the last years? Have we ever mentioned this? Why are you trapped, bro?
That's the genre of games that I didn't dwell much into. I mean, we can always say that there's some racing games that act as simulators, or some sports games that are now so good that they feel more like simulators than games. They lose the arcadiness of the game, right, compared to the limitations of previous generations hardware. But I think now proper simulators, there's so many. You're right,
dude. No, like
besides the classic one.
yeah,
Like
but
driving,
it's
farm,
just
machine ones,
and the insanity of it is that a lot of them are actually really, really good. Like it's
sell very well.
they really do, and I can understand. And the thing that's funny is, would you ever want to do these things in real life? Absolutely not. Put me in a game mowing the lawn, bro. I love it. I mean, I actually like doing that in real life. But put me in a game doing those things, yeah, absolutely. I would never deny power washing something in a power wash simulator. Would I do it in real life? Yeah, actually, that sounds like fun. But now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of them actually sound like fun in real life. No, but like let me think. Like cleaning or house flipper simulator, things where you go in and you have to flip a house. So you have to just clean up a house, do things like that. It's like, dude, yeah, I guess that's fun, but I would never do it.
Go a little exercise and look at the best-selling simulators of the last few years. Keep going.
Yeah, like a lot of those things I would never do them in real life, but you give me them in a game and 100% I will enjoy doing it. Like no doubt. I'm prepared to do it. I am ready to spend all the hours necessary to do it. But yeah. Dude, yeah, recommend me some if you're looking at them. I know Power Wash Simulator was very successful not too long ago. I saw that it was
The
being
classic
streamed
one,
by a
right?
lot. It's not a classic. It came
Flight
out like
Simulator
Oh, Flight Simulator. I
is always a staple. Has been since we're kids, right?
I tried to
Um,
install it, but it's so big a file. I was like, bro, that's not happening. Like,
it's insane. Nowadays, dude. They scanned the whole planet. Nowadays, you can go. It's
Ah.
like Flight Simulator using Google Earth,
right,
almost.
right.
It's really, really cool.
It's insane.
Actually, the way it plays on
Interesting.
really good PCs. It runs surprisingly well on the Xbox Series X, from what I've seen and heard.
It does? Is it even for the Xbox Series X? You
Yeah.
can download it there?
Yes, you can get a Flight Simulator for the Xbox Series X, and
Wow.
basically it's like flying.
How much space
It's
does
like
it take?
flying in real life. Oh, dude, hundreds of gigs, like 150,
Dude,
200.
why? Why are you
But it's not
pissing
that surprising.
yourself? Stop pissing yourself.
We have also Euro
Idiot.
Truck Simulator.
I've tried
And we have American Truck Simulator.
the Euro Rail Simulator, the one where you drive the trains. That's actually
Okay.
really fun.
There's the trains. There's the game.
We're muted again? How do we keep getting muted? I don't understand. I'm not
Are we
pressing
back?
the...
Yeah, we're
Oh, I know why. Because I press the M button when I do mops, and the M button is my mute button on OBS.
back. There you go.
That is why.
Using the same.
It's like
There
I
is
said.
Thief Simulator.
Yeah, I've tried that. It's horrible. It's really bad.
There's a Football Manager, which I think falls into that category. PC Building Simulator. Wow, I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
There's simulators for
Euro Truck Simulator.
everything.
and that's another list to
And
do.
there's a few games. Arma can be considered a simulator in the way there's Cooking Simulator. Planet Coaster, not really. Or Sims or anything like that. But yeah, the king is still Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Sure.
In 4K, how much space does it take? Flight Simulator space requirement. Okay, so oh my lord. No, this is not the one that I'm looking at right now.
I need these people to sweep. I need you guys to do a massive sweep of shit. Because sweep.
It's 150 gigs of space for Microsoft Simulator.
Jesus.
Flight Simulator 2020. Yeah. Whoa.
Jesus, that's a... Yeah, but that's the thing. I remember when I first got my... when I got my gaming PC last year, one of the first games I tried to install was Flight Simulator, but I actually finished the install, and then they asked me to install more shit again, and I was like, bro, not happening. This is no. Like, this is too demanding to play me flying a plane and crashing into my own place. That's literally what I want to do on Flight Simulator. Fly over my house and crash into it. But yeah. Okay, everything is stable right now. I need to get things
Your
moving.
screen is black, but maybe it's just me.
I think it's just you.
Mm-hmm. The stream looks okay.
Yeah, right?
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just me.
It is just you, mein Freund, just you. Ah.
It's
By the way,
funny. I'm gonna go
guys,
back to
whoever wants to
stream and then
communicate in the
I'll
chat,
read
feel
it.
free to communicate. We're just cyber hanging, just talking about a whole bunch of things,
Mhm.
relaxing, not really trying to. You see, this is one of those games that even though there's a lot of management in it, it's relatively relaxing,
Mm.
you know? So
You
You find
said it was
management games
stressful.
relaxing, or
I do. Yeah, to some
Mhm.
degree I do, yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
what other games in this genre
In this
would you
genre.
feel
Well, Civ is not really
are on your
management,
best of list?
but
Okay.
you know,
yeah, management and
it's
strategy.
yeah, it's like
City
world building.
Skylines.
City Skylines is good. I like Two Point
SimCity.
Hospital a lot. It's super fun.
Okay.
2 Point Hospital is great. It's really, really great. But I don't know. Like this one used to be my go-to relaxing game, and again, I don't have that
Mhm.
many hours on the game. I just really enjoy it. Every time I go to it, I'm like, why haven't I played this more? Like it's to that degree, you know. Like
Okay.
it's really fun. It's really, really fun. I don't know, but I have a lot of games that I consider relaxing that people don't consider relaxing, e.g. Sekiro. So,
Sekiro, Sekiro.
yeah, oh baby, when you slice like that, you make a shinobi go mad. You know it,
Nice.
bro. By the way, Andy, if you're still watching, I've done and I keep on trying to do the Mortal Journey Gauntlet, and it's gotten to the point where I was playing and I pretty much destroyed the USB port on my controller, so now I can't play it until I go back home because I don't have another controller on me. So
Damn.
yeah. But yeah. I don't know, there's a lot like what games do you guys like to play to like relax? What would you say is your go-to relax game?
It depends how much time I got. Like on the Switch, I still have Stardew Valley, but it's something I would play in between 10 to 30 minutes when I got uh, like limited amount of time, like just do some sort of task or one day thing, like in-game one day thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, really depends on the circumstances. For a while, Breath of the Wild, like for me, was super, just like traveling around the game world,
Understandable.
super
Yeah, gotcha.
relaxing.
Well, in that sense, because of the nature of some open world games, where you
Mm,
can take your time to explore things and stuff,
mm,
Halo Infinite has been quite relaxing overall as an experience.
all right.
And when you're doing side stuff, or if you're not doing anything that's particularly difficult, meaning when there are no blatant difficulty spikes, or that you have to pay attention, or difficult areas. If you're just exploring, I think some exploring games are really relaxing like that. Um, I mean, if you're into it, Assassin's Creed is very relaxing. I thought that
Which one?
any Assassin's Creed game where you can just walk around the city, or like in Venice, or just sail, I'm sure that
Mm,
the sailing
Sail.
sections of some Assassin's Creed games are very good. So let's say Black Flag and Odyssey, for example. They are quite relaxing in a place, but it depends if you want to have a task to do in a game and you find that task relaxing, or if you find it relaxing to be digitally present in a certain world.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, digitally present immersion.
It's a difference, right? I think Skyrim
Mhm.
is super relaxing as a
Mm.
game.
Especially with the music, right? And
Yeah, ambiance,
the
it's
ambiance.
everything.
Sure. Yeah.
I like Skyrim as a hunting game. You know, you can go to yeah,
Okay.
you just hunt stuff, go to a bandit camp and have fun. Sneak archer the game. You know, I find it very relaxing and very satisfying. Where it's both being digitally present in that world, but also the tasks themselves. Aside from the occasional boss, I think Skyrim is a very relaxing game. But it's still somewhat of an action game. Civ, not so sure. So for relaxing games like that, I don't. Gaming in general for me is relaxing, so I don't. I would categorize it more in the opposite sense, meaning games that I have where I can't be relaxed. It's easier for me to find those than games that I do find relaxing.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah. So even though Halo and Doom are technically the same genre, FPS, and actually like space FPS, right?
Grim Andy is asking, play Sekiro.
No. I can't.
Okay,
I can't
he
play
has
it.
like Jack has tried.
Oh, you're saying Papu
Um,
plays Sekiro? Yeah, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's saying Papu. Yeah, yeah. I still have it on
Let's
the
go.
Xbox. It is there. I have to finish it. I think I'll never finish Sekiro because it's just so difficult. But I think I can
It's
still do
really
a few
not.
more bosses. What foder? If it's your opinion, okay, that's like me. Okay, how about this? How about this? All right.
Compromise.
We both know that technically you cannot exercise so much because of
playing
your
all these
inability
different
to do
games.
so, right?
Sure.
Casual
For either
scrub.
of you, it's like me telling you, yeah, just go running 20K is easy. It's easy, man. Come on, just do it. It's like, nah, the investment it would take me to get into Sekiro shape. You know, means I have to play it for a while. But I do get
Yeah.
the itch to play it sometimes. And I am
Translate
currently
your gym
play a
MMA
new game.
mindset to Sekiro.
Yeah, exactly.
I do at times, but the feeling it's not relaxing at all. It's a challenge. Sekiro is constantly challenging. It's very satisfying to play, especially all the Tenshu areas. I love those. I don't get upset when I die in those because I find them fun to go through again. Rinse and repeat is okay for me in that sense. But the bosses, I'm not a big fan of bosses, period, in video games. So Sekiro is very much a boss-driven game.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But it's easy, bro.
So
It's
Yeah,
easy.
for
compared
people who play
to
games to relax, Sekiro is not one of those. Doom Eternal is not one of those. The original Doom, yes, super relaxing. Doom Eternal, no. I can't. It hijacks your whole nervous system. It requires full concentration at all times. And even though I do find metal music very relaxing, I can't. Yeah, no, it doesn't make it any easier when you're playing this. Stardew Valley is super relaxing. Just fishing in Stardew Valley is the shit.
Absolutely.
I mean,
100%.
talk about a thing, a feature that is more enjoyable in mini games than in actual games. Fishing. Like proper fishing games, I'm not sure if they're any good. I don't think I ever played any besides the ones with the cane on the arcade, But I do know that fishing in mini games rarely lets anybody down. Right? Whether it's Stardew Valley or Zelda or
anywhere.
Red Dead. Is there fishing in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah,
right?
well, there's in Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure if there is in Breath of the Wild. Is there?
Okay.
Not proper
Or Animal
fishing. No, you
Crossing,
you
or
can chuck a bomb in the water and fish like that. You can
Whatever
you can
works.
throw a spear. You can shoot an arrow. But yeah, not proper fishing. But there are like a lot of fauna all over the wildlife environment of the game world, and the fishies are also present. How you grab them is up to you. Be creative.
I think that maybe the only place where fishing is not relaxing is in Sonic Adventure. It's probably the least relaxing thing you can do.
Okay.
Because it's glitchy as fuck and it's just frustrating.
Adventures is, come on.
The
That's-
Big the Cat
Yes,
game in
yes,
Sonic Adventure.
correct.
Okay, now I clicked. Now I understand.
Now you
Yeah,
clicked?
mhm.
Yeah, now you know.
Yes,
You thinking of that Game Grumps episode?
exactly. I've
Yeah.
never played the game myself, but I do remember yeah,
Yeah.
the game.
I have.
Grumps,
It's not.
game.
It's not one of the better Sonic.
Well,
There is not
Well,
really
there's
a
two games
better
which are
Sonic.
relaxing. Ooh. Fuck off. Come
Look,
on. there
except
is,
for
man.
the early ones in
Starting
Sonic
fires over
Mania.
here.
No, except for the early ones in
And
Sonic
Mania.
Mania.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, but there are. They exist.
Sure.
That's it.
Yes, you know, I mean, some people
So
say
in the
heaven
2D
exists.
category.
It doesn't mean anything.
Is it a franchise of consistently high quality titles? No.
Absolutely
like
not.
Sonic.
Absolutely not. I think the last one I played was Black Knight or whatever it was called. I don't even remember. That was awful, an awful experience, man. It's like where he becomes a werewolf and shit. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah,
I
maybe
had that
that's
one.
it.
Unleashed.
That's
The
it. Yeah.
racing levels were super cool, but then the platforming ones, the 3D platforming ones, were awful.
Yeah.
Those levels were awful. They made me drop the game. I was just playing those levels so that I can unlock the next races, because the races were actually quite a lot of fun. And to do it time trial wise, I played the demo of that game countless times, just trying to get a really good time and beat my own time.
Speaking
And
of
that
which, did
Greek
you
island
see
level.
the announcement of the next Sonic game?
There's going to be a new Sonic
Oh
game?
yeah,
Really?
the what's it called? Colors Rainbow, whatever. No, the Colors was the last one.
Something like that. It's
Uh,
supposed to be also open world, I think.
yes, I have
Ooh,
seen this.
okay. Oof.
Let's put some massage tables for our friends right here.
Sonic Frontiers, it's called, I think. Coming next year, 2022.
Is it gonna be the layout of the world like Spyro and Mario 64, where you like roam around, but then you enter
No idea.
certain levels, or no?
I haven't seen anything of it. I just heard about it.
Same.
So yeah.
I just bought on the Steam sale the Sonic Mania DLC, and I haven't even
Alright.
played more than 3 hours of Sonic Mania, even though it's by far one of the best games that came out last year, 2 years ago, 2019, I think. Very, very good. And the reason why I don't play it is because it's awesome, and I know it's always there for me. What games do you guys have like that? That you know are awesome games, you've bought them, played them a little bit, and you don't go back to them because you're just waiting for the right time. But you know they're there, and you love those games.
Recently, this year, I tried to start, what's it called? Trails in the Sky.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the
that,
JRPG one.
JRPG one. That felt like really,
Which was
really
very good.
Yeah. But from the
And you haven't
first
gone back.
couple hours, I understood, okay, this is going to be a big one. So I better come back to this once I have my bucket list of games a little bit more cleared. But
Don't you feel that's a little bit like you know there's a restaurant in your town that has amazing food, and you went there twice, but over the last 5 years recommended it to everybody? but you only
Mhm.
went there twice.
Mhm.
But you know it's fucking amazing, and you don't go back
Mhm.
because you know it's just there for you if you ever want to go there one day.
Yeah.
So Trails in the Sky for you. Anything else
This year, because unfortunately, like I
this year?
keep adding stuff to my bucket list, and I have a lot of ongoing games. Like I'm putting off a JRPG, but I just started this month another JRPG. I'm starting for the first time
Yeah, what the
Dragon
fuck?
Quest 11.
You're doing Dragon Quest, but you didn't finish Trails in the Sky.
Yeah,
Okay. Because you know Trails in the Sky is
I'm
there for
logical
you
like
when you
that.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You silly few.
Yes.
That was Sonic Mania. I got that going on with Half-Life too.
Mm.
Half-Life 2 2 actually. 2 is in 2 and then TOO as well.
Another game that I only play co-op that I also started for the first time this year is what's it called? That
Divinity
other.
2?
Thank you. Yeah,
2?
I've been playing co-op with my brother. Divinity 2. Yeah,
Yeah, I have to get back to that as well. Just playing it with my
and it's super
girlfriend is
fun
super
co-op.
fun. Yeah.
Solo. It's I'm assuming it's also fun solo, but I prefer to play it
Excuse me.
co-op.
I agree.
Oh, Lolo, is it fair to say that you haven't played much of that style of RPGs? Like
I used to play
top-down,
more of that style
very popular on PC.
before. Oh, and PC, yeah,
Mhm.
sure, yeah. No, I haven't been proper PC gamer for more than 10 years. Like I only gone back to PC this year.
Right. What about you, Jackie Jack?
Me? What
Cool
about
games
me?
that you don't go back to. Cool games that you don't go back to because, and you know they're good, they're there for you, and for some reason you're not playing them.
I don't know. Like currently, I don't think there's really. I mean, there's a few indie games that I tried out and that I want to go back to and finish because I know that they're good. Eastward was one of those that I played for a bit.
Mm.
I really enjoyed playing Everhood the other day. I thought it was really, really excellent, and I want to jump back into that. But I don't think that there's a specific game where I'm like, I really have to play this game. There's games on the opposite hand. There's games that I have that I think I should play, and I try to play, and every time I do, I'm just like, I really can't play this game. That being like, I have the
I want to, but I can't. I
Yeah.
want to enjoy it, but I can't.
like I have the whatchamacallit, the full edition with all the DLCs of The Witcher 3, and I want to play it. I try to play it, but every time I do, it's just I can't. But I want to play it, but it's just I can't bring myself around to actually play it. Games like that, I have more, I think, than I have games that are like on the waiting line for me to play like that.
Not included in a way was that game. You haven't played it in a year, even though it's excellent and you really like it,
Which one?
right? Oxygen not included. You said you haven't played it in almost a year.
Yeah, this
Even though it's
this is one
excellent,
of those
it's there for you.
games. 100%. Like
Yeah, okay.
this game is just it's absolutely it's just like because I always remember like playing it and dying a lot, and I think that put me off for a while. But at the same time, when
Right.
it's all about having a plan.
You're
If you
hero.
plan things out, no, but if you plan things out in this game and you take it, a step at a time, yeah, it can be casual. It's fine. It doesn't have to be super stressful. And I think also because I am more aware of the things I need to do now as opposed to like the first time I played, I literally died within 30 minutes. But now I'm aware, like, I need to get the power going, I need to get the oxygen going, I need to get, like, other things going, so I'm more aware of things. Am I researching anything right now, actually? Because, see, I'm not aware of everything. No, I'm not researching anything, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, so to answer your question right now, I don't feel like I have anything that I'm like waiting to play, so to say, I guess. At least not that I can think of. No. No, can't think of anything.
But then there's the opposite, which are games that, excuse me, that we start playing, and immediately we know they're fucking amazing, and that's all we want to play. Like when you're playing them, nothing else matters, or like the first few minutes, the first hour, you just want to keep playing it. I want to keep playing this game. I want to keep...
Yeah,
Kill
that's
the example.
that's
When
Halo
the first
for
time
you,
we
right?
downloaded Streets of Rage. I was gonna say Streets of Rage when
Oh
we played it the
yeah.
first time.
Oh yeah.
It was immediate, like love at first sight and first play, to the point where it, even
100%.
when we got it crashed 100 times, we still kept playing it. But yeah, you're
100%.
right. Halo was like that. When I started playing it, I was like, nope, I like this. I'm gonna keep playing this. This is good. I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, even with all the flaws that it has. With the campaign, I felt that though. Infinite campaign, which I just wanted to keep playing it. Finished it and want to do second run on a higher difficulty. Yeah. And Lolo, did Dragon Quest do that for you?
Not
Fire
to that
Emblem did at the
point,
time.
no.
You started playing it and you
Dragon
didn't touch
Quest was
anything
more
else.
like, oh, I'm familiar with this formula. This feels like going home, but it's different though. Or going to someone's home that is very similar to mine, type of thing.
Nice.
But yeah, Fire Emblem back. When did it come out? 2018.
It's 2 years
Summer
ago.
of 2018, I think. And every year I go back to Fire Emblem because there are 4 different endings, 4 different story playthroughs. So I've completed 3 now, and next year I'm gonna do the last one.
So you're kind of saving it the way I was doing with The Witcher.
Mm. Yeah, for the
It takes you
replayability
years.
value, yeah.
Yeah.
But first time I got Fire Emblem, like it was everything I could think of. Like,
You dreamt of Fire Emblem.
yeah.
Nice.
I remember this because Lolo would send me like these videos of plays that he would do, and he was like, "Dude, check this out." And
Yeah, same.
I watched the video, and I'm like, "What am I looking at here?" I mean, I get that you won, you know, cool, it's satisfying, but it's like someone who's in a cult that talk to you as if you also knew everything that that they know too. And I was like, "Okay, I'm happy for you, mate, but what is this?"
But
And that's really cool because you got
still
into it a
gaming,
lot.
but outside
it
of
was
video
exciting.
gaming is D&D.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
Yeah.
only equate my love to D&D the same way when I was 14 years old and I started playing guitar. Like,
Oof. Wow, bro. Damn.
yeah.
Damn, son. That's a
The
feeling I
only regret
understand.
I have is that I only found D&D after 30
Later in
years
life.
old. Yeah.
No, you shouldn't be.
But if you love it this
yeah.
much, you found it at the right time.
No, I say it like, yeah. But yeah.
Like, if anything,
spread it to your
you're
friends.
more
I love
developed
D&D
now as
now.
well. So.
Yeah, true.
Your Jack loves D&D. Our
Yeah.
good friend
Mhm.
Fed now loves D&D. Like
Mm.
you've infected us.
I don't
with
know
this
how,
amazing
but yeah, I
hobby.
managed to convert.
Oh, convert! So you had an agenda. Got it. Of course you did.
Bro, like all cults, that's
You
how it starts,
sly
my friend.
Machiavellic.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there you go. Full circle. It
Well,
was a cult all along.
My dear boys,
it.
I think I'm gonna have to end this cyber hangout, even though I'm having so much fun. This has been great. But we could keep this going with this game. This is a perfect game to do this. Like, honestly.
A very good game to do that.
So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for everybody's watching. That I've noticed that we have quite a few viewers. I appreciate. If you want to give us a follow, give me a follow on Twitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep doing these kind of things. Follow
Pay attention to the
Papu91.
muting next time.
Yeah. Follow Papu91.
Well, Papu91.
Dagon Keldrum, they're both on Twitch. Follow my page with Papu91, Jack and Papu talk shit and play games on YouTube. We try to post, well, weekly for now, but we'll try to update that to, daily or daily, so to say. Bi-daily. Not not twice a day. I mean, once every 2 days. But, yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna save the game before I forget and bad shit happens. Where do I save the fucking game? I don't even know. Ah, there we go. Save as Despair is a coming. Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't a come yet. That's great.
Yeah, so far so good.
So far, so good. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the game, bro.
Ah, no worries, no worries. And, yeah, lots of love to everybody, and catch everybody soon. All right. Bye, everybody.
Ta-ta.
Bye.